What is up, YouTube? Fairy here, bringing us a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the tomato head that actually ended up returning into Fortnite. As you guys know, a rift opened up where the tomato head used to be and now has returned finally into the game. So we're going to be talking about the possible theories that could come with this, because the tomato head did change slightly from, actually drastically, from when it first ended up leaving the map. So we're going to be talking about it in today's video. So if you guys do enjoy, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. Don't forget to turn on those post notifications, and if you get first like on any of my videos, make sure you send me a Twitter image. I have you guys back with that follow. And with that said, let's get right in today's video. If you guys are interested in winning some free V-Bucks, we are currently giving away 6,000 V-Bucks to you guys. All you got to do to enter is like the video, subscribe if you aren't already, and turn on those post notifications, as well as follow the Gleam link in the description down below. There's going to be 6 winners, 1,000 V-Bucks each. Good luck to everyone. So on screen, I'll be showing you guys 2 pictures. The first one's going to be Tomato Head before it was taken out of the game, and then after, when it was actually reintroduced, which was actually today at 2 p.m. It was basically like a live event type of deal that they did with the rocket, but rather with that, they ended up returning the tomato head. So once the rift actually opened up on the tomato head, a lot of people were saying it's just going to return and nothing was going to be different about it. But as you guys can see, now it is into a stone statue basically of the tomato head, and now a lot of people are saying that it was burnt and it ended up coming back. But I definitely think the one theory that made the most sense was this thing went back in time to the Stone Age, and a lot of people basically cherished the tomato head as a god, so people actually made this into a statue basically. So a bunch of these statues will be returning into the game, and the first case that we see is back on the tomato head. So as you guys know, once the rifts originally opened up at the end of season 4, beginning of season 5, a lot of people were saying that all these rifts are going to take items into the future and into the past, and specifically with the tomato head, as you guys can see, it seemed like this was taken back to the Stone Age, where a lot of people were basically shocked at this coming into their world, I guess, right? So if you think about it, if a tomato head, a large tomato head, ended up spawning in that location or back into the Stone Age, a lot of people would think that this is some sort of god. So obviously it would make sense that people are going to start making statues of these, or of their god technically. And as you guys can see, it did come back into the present actually with a statue of the tomato head. So again, it seemed like they cherished this guy, or the tomato head, or Uncle Pete, whatever you want to call him, as their god of the time. So they ended up making this into a stone statue. Now this is one of the most logical theories that I found over on Reddit. I will leave the link in the description down below if you guys want to read for the most part of what he says, exactly what he says it, but it was Ferb73Craft, the user, who actually ended up making up this theory. So I definitely think it was a really good theory that he talked about. Now he mentions that in fear or admiration, they made idols of him, and one of them was sent back to the original Pete's location. So basically what that means is that there's going to be a bunch of these statues basically surrounding the entire map. They're probably going to spawn them into different locations. So I could definitely see that this could possibly hint at some sort of different theme in season 6, or what the theme is in season 6 of new locations coming to the game, or that could mean these locations are going to start slowly coming into the game up until, or leading up until season 6, and then once season 6 drops, there's going to be a bunch of new locations in the game. Now in the theory, he says one of them was sent back to the original Pete's location, so I could definitely see different locations in the game. Now I heard a lot of people are saying Haunted Hills is supposed to be getting a tomato head statue as well, so I could definitely see a bunch of different locations starting to get these statues because of them you know, appearing in the Stone Age, and a lot of people cherishing this tomato head as a god, so they were made statues of them. So basically a bunch of different locations might be starting to see these tomato heads spawning to the game. So with Tomato Town being the first location to get one of these stone statues, I could definitely see this location either changing in season 6, or they ended up revamping it in season 6, or possibly leading up to season 6 we'll see some changes to this location. But I definitely think that you know, being the first location for this to spawn at is hinting at something to change in this location. Now another theory with this tomato head is that it could be hinting at what the road trip skin is. A lot of people have been saying that that could be a possibility, that obviously it's either a character that comes from the Stone Age, some sort of older type of skin, or it could possibly be that the basically road trip skin is some sort of Medusa type of skin, because again, turning this into stone could possibly hint at the road trip skin being that type of Medusa type of character. Now with this replica tomato head coming into the game, that means that the original tomato head, the Uncle Pete that actually ended up leaving, is somewhere out there still, and we could possibly see that coming into the game at some point, maybe in season 6 or before season 6 actually drops, because as you guys know, the Pete that ended up leaving is not the same one that came back. This is a carved basically one out of rocks, and it's basically a replica, an idol carved by humans in the past, so that would definitely make sense in this theory. Now, with the original one still being out there, it is possible that we do see that maybe in that Haunted Hills location. Everyone's saying that it should be getting one of these statues as well. So it is possible that Haunted Hills does get the original or some sort of original around the map, because as you guys know, the Der Burger head ended up spawning over by Pleasant Park. So it is possible that we do see some sort of basically tomato head spawn in some other different location, the original one, rather than one of these replicas. Now, with the tomato head coming back as a Stone Age statue type of thing deal, you know, made out of stone and stuff like that, it is possible that we do see some hints and leaks at Season 6, because around this time of last season, we did get some information about Season 5, some hints, some leaks about that as well. So we are almost into week 7 of Season 5, so it is possible. We only got like 3 weeks left until Season 6, you know, ends up dropping. So it is possible that within the upcoming weeks, next 2-3 days, we start to see some information coming up to Season 6. Obviously, we might see more of these statues start coming around the map, you know, start hinting at a Stone Age location, or they end up might reverting the entire Tomato Town area into a new location as well. So I don't know. We'll see in the upcoming weeks what information we get leading up to Season 6. Now, with this being the first rift that actually ended up bringing back an item, obviously this one, as you guys know, came from the Stone Age, or seems to be coming from the Stone Age. I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do with the Lonely Lodge sign, the motel sign, the Nom sign that they ended up taking originally when the rifts first started to open up. So it is possible that we actually start seeing that these items start to come back with some different changes to them from different time periods that they ended up taking into the rift from. So it is possible that we do see these locations in the upcoming weeks leading up to Season 6, because that could possibly be the first season that we start seeing new locations coming into the game, along with obviously the new locations that came in this season. As you guys know, there has been some leaked information saying that the dinosaurs should be coming to Lonely Lodge, the Wild West location should be coming to the motel. Now, these were all previous like leaks that were supposed to drop in Season 5, but they ended up not dropping. So it is possible that we do start seeing these locations come into Season 6 if it is part of the leaks, you know, if the leaks were actually true for Season 5. Now, with the road trip skin looking, or seems to be some sort of pharaoh type of character, that is for my theories, that's why I definitely think it's going to be. It is possible that that is going to be the first hint at Season 6, you know, having a pyramid or a sphinx coming into the game. Now, those have been leaks that were going to drop for Season 5, but again, like I said, that did not actually happen for Season 5. So it is possible that we do start to see the implementation of those locations in Season 6, especially if the road trip skin is some sort of pharaoh. It would make sense to obviously implement the pyramids or the sphinx into the game at some point. Now, obviously, if it was a pharaoh and those locations did not come into the game, the skin really would not make any sense in this storyline. It would just kind of be part of the skins that, you know, you buy from the item shop or anything like that. They really don't have a purpose behind the story mode. But as you guys know, the visitor skin had a purpose in the story mode, so it would make sense that the road trip skin will also have some sort of purpose. Now, originally when these rifts first started opening up, we seen one rift here, one rift there. Now, they never spawned at the same time. They'd always leave from one location after they took something and then spawn in a different location. Lonely Lodge obviously was the first location, and then obviously after that ended up leaving, going to a different location, taking an item from a different location, and basically every other day or every day we'd get some sort of information about this rift reopening up somewhere else, taking a different object, and then the next day it'll move again, take something else. So it is possible that we see these rifts start to open up again, start bringing back the different locations or different things that it ended up taking originally, and bringing some sort of time period back with them. So like I said, the Stone Era or Stone Age with the tomato head, it is possible that we see the Nom sign or the basically the Der Burger maybe head locations start to come back. Now, obviously that Der Burger head we did see spawn again in Pleasant Park, so I don't know if the rift will reopen over there. But Lonely Lodge, the motel, the Nom sign, if rifts start opening up in those locations, it could possibly be that those items are coming back, but with some sort of different time period attached to them. But that'll basically do it for today's video, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of the Stone Age basically coming into the game, or the stone statue of the tomato head coming back into the game. What does that hint at for Season 6? Was it hint at for the upcoming weeks before Season 6 drops, and all that good stuff? So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of all that. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.